Hey guys, this is Steven from Nikola Pro, back again with another video. This time I'm going to show you how to install our Pillar Delete Kit on the Tesla Model 3. This full kit can be found on our website at nikolapro.com. Just a few notes before we get started. The backing paper of the vinyl is pre-cut into sections, and I recommend that you follow the same order for removing them as shown in the video. You also note that each piece is labeled. The first letter indicates which side it is for, D for driver, P for passenger. The second letter indicates the section, in this case, P for pillar. Lastly, the number at the end indicates the order in which to install them. The pillar delete that we're doing today contains 3 pieces. Since we're using the new 3M 2080 material, it's important to note that gloss finishes have a protective layer on top. This layer is to be removed after installation by picking at the edge of the vinyl and peeling it off. Do not remove this layer until the very end. Also ensure that your vehicle is completely clean and free of any dust or debris before starting. Now let's get to the install. The first piece that we're starting out with is P1. Peel off the section of backing paper at the small end first and align it so that the vinyl is level with the mirror trim on the right, with enough overhang to fold over the edges. Make sure there is an overhang on the top as well. Peel off the next section of backing paper and press firmly on the surface of the vinyl. Continue this until you have removed all the backing paper. Begin to fold the vinyl overlapping the edges. You can open your door to make it easier to access the end. To produce a smooth wrap on the corners, we've integrated small cuts. Fold one side over and then the other on top of it. Use the included squeegee for this tight area. At the larger end of this piece, you will want to pry back the small plastic piece recessed above the windshield, and then fold the vinyl over. Once you're done, let the plastic piece rest back on the material. Use the heat gun to soften the vinyl to smooth out any creases. Moving on to P2, peel off the small section of backing paper first. Place the piece so that it aligns correctly with the back trim. Also ensure that there is material overhanging on the edges to fold over. Open your trunk to make the rest of the installation for P2 easier. Remove the last section of backing paper and apply pressure along the entire piece. Fold over the edges. Use the same technique from P1 on the corners. Fold over one side and then the other. Heat up the corners to soften the vinyl and apply pressure. Now time for the main piece, P3. We're going to start out at the front where you will notice 2 arrows on the backing paper. One arrow points forward to the front of the car and another points down to the floor. Ensure you have the correct orientation. Peel off the first section of backing paper and align it with the vinyl so that it is just above the original chrome trim. As you can see in this video, there is already a chrome delete installed. At the same time, make sure that there is a good amount of overlap at the front where P1 was installed. It doesn't have to be perfectly aligned since we will tuck in any excess later. Peel off the next section of backing paper. Align it just above the original chrome trim without touching it. Apply pressure along the piece when you are done. Now begin to fold over the edges of the vinyl at the front. Just like when we installed P1, move the plastic piece by the glass away and fold over the vinyl. Use the felt side of the squeegee to tuck in the material and then soften the corners with the heat gun to smooth them out. Now continue going down the entire pillar, aligning it just above the original chrome trim. Make sure that there are no creases before moving on to the next section. Wait to fold over the vinyl at the top closest to the glass until the very end. Don't be afraid to peel the vinyl up to get it aligned perfectly. Any bubbles can be removed with light pressure. At the end section, pull the remaining vinyl and wrap it over the lip. Now use the felt side of the squeegee to push the vinyl down on the bottom and fold over on the top. Then go back over the bottom with the hard side to tuck it in between the rubber seal and trim. Continue doing this along the entire length of the pillar. For the last step, go over the vinyl with the heat gun. Any remaining pockets of air will create visible bubbles that you can then press down with your fingers. Doing this ensures that the vinyl will not lift up when heated by the sun at a later time. Thank you guys for watching. As always, you can contact us any day of the week via email, through our website, or on Twitter.